Hey everyone. This is gonna be a bit of a different video as my usual videos that I usually do. This is gonna be a Eurofurence experience. Recently, me and my boyfriend Butter went to Germany to attend Eurofurence29, the 2025 Eurofurence. It's been a while since I've been there. The last one was way back when it was still in Berlin. It's currently now in Hamburg. And for Butter, it was the first time to go to a Furcon, which was just a lot of fun. First of all, just amazing. It was absolutely amazing. I enjoyed it thoroughly. I met some amazing people. I also met a lot of creators like Milo and our dear beloved Doi. He was such a sweet dude, and Milo just is exactly what you think it was. I was able to tell him my story, that the videos I make on TikTok are because of him. Because the way that he helped me, because the way he inspired me, I got inspired to make them myself to help other people. So, to be able to tell that to Milo meant quite a lot to me. With that said, Milo, you're an absolutely amazing guy. If you see this, thank you so much. And my guy, you have an amazing singing voice. I've seen his concert, Milo's Notebook. I was front row, dead center, so I had like perfect view on the stage. I will put a couple pictures here and there while all of this is going on about it. I made a few videos. Don't know if I can send those here, but I'm not gonna try that. I can, however, send these videos here or that photos here and there. And goddamn, that concert was just so good. It got really emotional because of the topics and the fact that some of these topics that I saw were pretty close to my heart too. So it was very difficult to withhold emotions, and I can do one little clip here, if I can get it, of me just on the top of my fucking lungs screaming, "Milo, we love you," and with him saying back, "I love you too." That moment broke me. Like, it honestly emotionally broke me to the point that I just started crying. And that might seem soppy or stupid, but for someone like me that's been through a lot, and especially as of recent, because a lot of things in my private life has changed, hearing that and seeing that just absolutely made my day. But that wasn't the only amazing thing that we encountered. And with we, I mean me and my boyfriend and my friends. Because I've been there with a lot of friends, absolutely amazing beans. Julia, Zikilo, Laith, you see this, I love you. You're just absolutely amazing. Figgy, fuck you, you're a dick, but I love you too. I met Ryloff from Twitch. Guy was absolutely amazing. Met his girlfriend Kevin. I met a couple other friends of mine that I only spoke to on, like, occasionally on Discord, or just know them through either servers or my boyfriend. And yeah, they're exactly what you think they are. They're just goofy furries that are there to have a good time with friends and with new people. Met also like a bunch of amazing artists. One of them being one of my favorites. Judge me all you want. Vader San. Vader-san is a Austrian artist. I think I spent like 150, 160 euros at his vendor table in the dealer's den. Might have not have been a really good economical decision or financial decision. I like to support my artists, my favorite artists, where I can, and him and his wife, Violet, I think it's Ultraviolet, yeah. They were so damn sweet. They were super sweet. They were super awesome, and because Butter, my beloved boyfriend, as you can see here, is a synth, of course he had to show it off. Of course he had to show off the synth to the one creator that made the synth real. And it just made his day, because Vader thought it was a beautiful, beautiful synth. I mean, look at this. He's gorgeous. He's an absolute beautiful being. But yeah, no, like, it was super sweet to see everyone. I also managed to meet the YouTube channel Part-Time Dragons, comic creators. I absolutely love them. I bought a t-shirt from them. I bought their comic books. They signed the comic books, which I'm super fucking happy with. But they're just so sweet. Like, I cannot tell you more than just they are absolutely adorable and super sweet. As are most of the vendors and attendees and like staff too. Staff was, I have nothing bad to say about it. They were super nice, and at one point they were busy with setting up the art show and the dealers den. I just walked up to one of the guys there. I was like, hey, can I get a sneak peek into how you guys set up like the dealers den? As like, I myself am also a volunteer at a convention here in the Netherlands. Is there a possibility I can get a quick sneak peek into the dealers den? And they were like, yeah, as long as you don't step into it, it's fine. Just go take a look. And it's fun to see more volunteers here. So I just, like, you know, scooched myself over, put my foot, like, right on the edge of the door, and just like, oh, that's cool! I was so happy. And the guy just smiled at us. Another really cool thing that they did is panels. I'm usually not one for sitting down and going to panels and whatnot, but I've been to 2 panels? Yeah, 2 panels. One was make your own language. Guy was absolutely fucking awesome. We quite literally made our own language with words that translate to actual English words, which was absolutely fucking funny. And at one point we made the comment, because I was with, I think it was Zikilo, Butter, Julia, and myself. And we out of the fucking blue made the comments like, hey, this sounds like Grenier from Warframe. And he just looks at us and he's like, you're not wrong. The fact that that happens is like, oh, hey, you know Warframe. That's cool. Awesome. And, like, you know, as with this, I currently now have a hoodie with my Nova Beast on it, with this text on it, and on the other side, her name in that same text, which, if people don't know, this is what they call Corpus Script. Corpus Script is indeed also a made-up language from the game Warframe. Was a guy sitting next to me, a couple people next to me, and they looked at it and it's like, hey, I recognize that. It's like, yeah, it's from Warframe. It's like, yeah, it's from like Corpus, and that just made my day. Like, throughout the week, like we've been there for a solid like 6 days. We arrived on Sunday and went back on Saturday just as the con ended. And the con started like Wednesday. But we were there for a couple days before, so we could do our own stuff. But yeah, so the guy recognized the corpus script, and I was just super happy. And the panel itself was fucking funny as fuck. We were laughing our asses off with how things went, and just absolutely funny. Another really cool thing was that there was just an artist alley. Like, people sit there, have a booth, and they can just sell art or fursuit parts or pins or whatever. And it was just from day to night. And you could just walk there whenever you wanted. No lines, no nothing, no special treatment. It's just artist alley. And it was a lot of fun because there was a lot of really good stuff in there. So we went through there a couple times, complimented people on their art, talked with some vendors here and there, and just had a general good time. But, you know, I think one of the most funnest parts for myself, and that's just specifically me, is I brought my boyfriend with me to his first ever FurCon. And the guy had such a big smile on his face, seeing all the fursuiters, all the people, all the stuff, all the vendor stuff, and the guy really came out of his shell. Normally he's the antisocial. I know he knows that I say that about him, but out of his own intuition, he just went up to suitors, like, "Hey, can I have a hug?" And I told him, like, "You better have a hug counter, and I want to know what the end result was of it." And it was about 26 hugs of fursuiters alone. And with every suitor that he saw, especially like protogens, and he saw a couple synth suits, and just the smile just kept growing and growing and growing and growing. I just felt so good. Like, I honestly felt such a warm feeling in my chest of just sheer pride and happiness and fulfillment that me, his boyfriend, was able to take him to his first FurCon and to give him such a good experience with it. And more really fun stuff is we spend a lot of time with our friends here and there, just sitting outside, going to places. But honestly, one of the funner parts was where I was able to quite literally princess pick up a fursuiter and decided with my dumb fucking bat brain, hey, let's go squat her. So I just picked her up and she was like, huh. And I will have both a video fragment from another perspective where they recorded it, and let's see, there, yes, there, a photo that my friend Lath made. Lathy, you are absolutely amazing and a fucking amazing photographer, because he did this with a analog photo camera, and holy shit, did it turn out well. Other photos I will, of course, show here and there. Some of them I made myself. Most of them are made by my friend Lath, because, I mean, I'm just here with my little fucking phone, beep, 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 beep. And he comes in with this big of a fucking camera. And it's just like, yeah, I cannot stand up to that, man. It's like, hey, I will just use your pictures or whatever. But yeah, it's just like, oh my god, just spending a week time with my friends and my boyfriend. I really needed that. And honestly, I hope to go next year again. And shout out to my mom, because she is fucking awesome. She's actually gonna help me make him, yeah, a fursuit. Into a fursuit. I am going to be this bitch, hopefully, at least ahead, next year's Eurofurence. So, if you already know you're gonna come over next year to Eurofurence, you better be looking out for this bitch. And absolutely, do come up to me. Come ask for photos. Come ask for hugs. It would honestly make my day. But yeah, so far my Eurofurence experience has been amazing. I did forget about one thing, and that might be the most funniest thing that has happened on the con in general. There was a panel, and this panel was the history and media of kobolds. As you may know, I myself am part dragon. I absolutely love kobolds. So, the panel started out already at amazing. Guy had some fucking PC issues, so we were just sitting there like... And once it got started, the chaos just erupted. The first question he asked is like, so how many kobolds are here? And you just saw a bunch of hands shoot up. And then he asked it, like, so how many dragons are here? And my hand just went up among with, like, I think 10 other people. And they're like, so are you here to procure new kobolds or to know how to keep your kobold in check? And I'm just like, yes. So the panel went through and it was super funny, and the history of the kobolds itself was actually quite interesting. That it started out the way it did and how it evolved into like the D&D variant and to the furry variant, and you know, from mythological creatures to D&D creatures to furry creatures, and it's just like, yes. But during the time he was talking about the mythological and specifically the dramatic ones, which are in the part of like Europe, the like Germany, Netherlands, and Denmark, and that sort, he was talking about like the dramatic kobolds, and then especially the ones like near Hamburg and whatnot. And one moment he just said, he's like, oh, but they also don't also live in the water. And my boyfriend, out of left field, just came up to him. He's like, fish. And the guy broke. He had like this pedestal, like this solid fucking pedestal where he had his laptop on. And the guy broke so hard that he went into fetal position behind this pedestal, fucking laughing his absolute ass off, crying for a solid 5 minutes. And that's only because my boyfriend out of nowhere just be like, fish! Just out of nowhere just be like, fish! 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 It was hilarious. Like, it was so fucking funny that the entire panel, like everyone just bursted out into laughter. And from that moment on, it just went... the chaos just... And concentration went like... boop! Rock bottom. Like, the guy was just like, why have I done this to myself? What have I done to myself? Why am I here? What am I doing? At one point, he just stood in court and be like, I don't want to do this no more. All in good fun, of course. The guy himself was an absolute legend, and it was so much fucking fun to see, like, the history about kobolds and, like, how they transformed from, like, little gnome-ish creatures all the way to, like, you know, your big-titted fucking furry bullshit. I mean, it's not bad. And then you have, like, the D&D ones, too. And, I mean, I myself play a kobold, so... But, yeah, overall, my experience in EF... Oh, my God. Like, I wish I could stay longer. I wish it was longer than just a couple days. But I think, honestly, for my wallet... it would not be a good idea. Because, yeah, duly noted, if you ever go there, make sure you have enough money for you. Not only for the dealers then, but also for, like, food and for transport. Because we stayed, like, half an hour away in a hotel. Like, the hotel itself was fine. The shower was, like, if I stood up straight, the shower was, like, here. And it wasn't fun, but I made it work. And... like, the travel there was fun because eventually we found these e-scooters. And I was just like, yes, I want to try this. So I downloaded the app, connected it to my fucking details, and was just like, scan. Shit, it unlocks. Let's fucking go. And I just went to like the Lidl to get some food, but I was just like, how did you get back so fast, my guy? I found the magical device called e-scooters, and I can do two for both of us, one for each, so we can use that to go there. And it was so much fun. Like the e-scooters, yeah, they just, it cost me like $3 per scooter every single time. Fuck it. It's honestly not that bad, but it just cruising through Hamburg on an e-scooter, going to your Eurofurence, and you just get into that lane because the building is like massive, and there's just such a giant tower next to it that is a hotel. So that thing you can see from fucking miles away. And there's just this park on each side of it. That park is huge. And there's this lane that is just fully paved with like sleek stone. And that leads straight up to the CCH. And the CCH being where Eurofurence would be. And we had the beautiful idea. Well, I say we, that faggot over there. Had the beautiful idea to be like, hey, registration is a bitch. I don't want to wait in line for all too long. Let's be there at 6 a.m. in the morning. And I'm just like, you what? It's like, yeah, let's be there at... Okay. Let's be there at 6 a.m. in the morning. Sure, why not? Let's do it. So we grabbed 2 scooters from around the corner. We went there at 6, and lo and behold, there were already people there. And I was like, what? What? But yeah, there were already people there, and like, it's good that we were there early because like around like 8 or 7-ish, the line really started to form, and at some point at like the peak, the line went all the way down around the corner to where a little restaurant was in the park itself. And I was just like, I am so glad that I started this shit early. Because I was already enjoying the con. I was just walking up and down the line, seeing all the fucking beautiful fursuiters that are already at there. I was trying to get myself something to eat, or at least us something to eat. So I went down to the McDonald's at like 7:05. Yeah, 7:05. You were like, oh, it's nice and early, and it won't take long because it's McDonald's, and I just want 2 McMuffins. It took them 40 fucking minutes to make 2 McMuffins. I was so pissed. I was so upset at one point. Like, I was just standing there. It's like, I just ordered 2 McMuffins. That's it. I was like, oh, that will be like 5 minutes wait. Maybe 10 if it's busy. But there were like 5 people there. 6 with me included. It took them 40 people that came in to order a drink, like a coffee and a croissant, got their stuff before me. Like, bro, huh? But eventually I got my food. We enjoyed it. It wasn't cold, luckily. So otherwise they would have had more issues. But yeah, no, like honestly, like my entire experience of Eurofurence I just want to go back, dude. Like, I honestly just want to go back so goddamn bad. And I want to just, like, you know, spend more time with my friends there and hopefully get a suit so I can fursuit too and just be among the populace that just come up to you and just be like, hey, can I have a hug? Hey, I know you from TikTok, and ooh, you look awesome. I'm like, Because I've been looking around and I was like, oh my god, fursuit parts are so expensive. And then my mom came around and was like, hey, you have a 3D printer, right? I'm like, yeah. Why don't you just go make your own? I just stopped and stared. And I was like, making my own suit. Yeah, but okay, the 3D printing is one part. Like, I can easily sling that thing on, put a base head into it, print that thing out, glue it all together, make it hopefully a movable drawing. I'm not sure about that one yet. But furring it, a whole nother part, and I'm not good at that. So like, yeah, but I am. My mom is just like, yeah, but I am, and I will help you with it. I'm like, best mom. But yeah, again, EF was just so fucking, like, spending time with my friends, seeing people, being able to hug suitors, and like being able to just speak my mind and feel accepted, don't have to hide who I am. It was such a good feeling. And I went by car, so I also had like a travel back home, and I took my boyfriend with me and my friend Julia, and yeah, all of us just had a difficult moment, and as like the supportive person, me, I tried to help them as much as I could, and especially like Julia. Fuck off, Ken. Especially like Julia, they had it difficult, and I can understand that because it was their first time too, and seeing friends that they usually only see in VR chat, see them IRL, it's just, you know, difficult to go back home, go back to the monotony of, you know, the daily life. So I think we stood like behind my car when I picked her up, like a good 5 minutes, hugging and crying out. But eventually we left and had some food on the way home at like a little roadside restaurant, which was really nice. And then we arrived home at like 11 at night, something like that. Like, honestly, the ride home was really nice, but also felt very depressing. So, note for if you ever go to a FurCon, especially as big as Eurofurence, have enough money. Make sure you have like good drinks and whatnot. Make sure you drink a lot, because you will walk a lot and you will get dehydrated really quickly. Believe me, I know. And be sure to be surrounded by friends, because going alone there is fun and you'll make new friends really quickly, but being there with friends absolutely made a difference. Because the last time I went was 7-ish years ago, and I basically went there alone. I had someone with me, but they weren't always there, so it was a whole lot different than this time. Because with this time I actually had my boyfriend with me, had a bunch of friends there, friends from America, friends from the Netherlands, friends from Germany itself, friends from Spain and whatnot, and the UK, whatever, and it just makes it a whole lot better. Honestly, it just elevates your fun. But with that said, if you ever are at Eurofurence, and I'm there too, definitely come say hi, because I would love to see you guys. I would love to see and hear your stories. And with that, I see you later. Bye, kitties.